I'm Uma Arora from Just Tutors, and in today's video we are going to learn about different patterns. So the main subtopics which we are going to cover in this video are introduction, square and triangular numbers, and then we'll talk about patterns and flow tiles. So let's move forward. Here are a few warm-up questions for you. You can please pause the video and try the given questions, and once you are done you can resume it after to check your answers. Well, pat your back if all of your answers are correct, and now let's move forward and let's talk about different kind of pattern. So we can say that we use different patterns in our real life, and a few examples of those patterns are given as below. So let's learn about few numerical patterns. So let's begin with the first one. So the first one here is square numbers. So few numbers can be arranged in the spherical form. However, for that each vertical and horizontal row needs to have an equal number of dots. For example, if I talk about 1 squared, so 1 squared is basically 1 times 1. So it means that here in one, like if I talk about this row, you'll have 1 square, and in the same column you'll have only 1 square. If I talk about 2 squared, that is basically 2 times 2, which is 4. So you'll have 2 squares in each row and 2 squares in each column. Let's discuss one more here. So that's 3 squared. So 3 squared is basically 3 times 3. So in this case you'll have 3 squares in each of the row and 3 squares in each of the column. So let's go with the same pattern and let's think of writing the next square number here. So after 5 squared we have 6 squared. Well, 6 squared is same as 6 times 6, which equals 36, which means that in this case, if you try to arrange them in the spherical form, you'll have 6 squares in 6 of the rows and 6 squares in 6 of the columns. Now let's move forward and let's talk about triangular numbers. So we'll look at the given picture or the diagram and we'll try to find the relationship between the numbers. So 1, 3, 6, 10. In the first row we have just one dot. Or in the first number we just have one dot. In the second one, 1 and 2. In the third one, 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So do you observe the pattern? So it goes on like this, and the shape formed by these dots is a triangular, and that's why this pattern is called triangular numbers. Let's move forward and let's think of the next number in the same pattern. So the next pattern, like the next number in the given pattern will be 15, because 1 at 2 at 3 at 4 at 5 will give you a 15 in the end. Let's move forward and let's talk about different pattern in the flow tiles. So there's a specific pattern shown by the given flow tiles, and there is no gap in between. So you can think of creating a pattern of your own, and you can use different shapes this time. So now let's move forward. Here are a few practice time questions for you. You can please pause the video and try the given questions, and once you are done you can resume it after to check your answers. Well, congratulations if all of your answers are correct, and thank you for watching this video. For more, please visit justtutors.com.